Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm your host, Georgia Girl, and I am a every woman. My channel. My channel is based on health awareness. I talk about self-love, women empowerment, family, and injustice. And I am today. I will just be talking about the R. Kelly case, the verdict. I am one of his fans, and I still listen to his music. My disclaimer: I do not know him. I'm not trying to get to know him. I only been following the case for the past 2 years. Um, they came back with a verdict, and that was their choice. I'm only going to state my opinion. So if you want to come in and you have an opinion, it will be respected. But do not be disrespectful to no one in the chat or to me for stating our opinion because we was not there. We wasn't there his bedroom. We wasn't there his lifestyle. So I'm just only just stating my opinion. So I welcome everyone to my chat. Y'all remember to hit those like buttons, share, like, and subscribe. If anybody want to come on the panel, I will have my link pinned up. But I want to hear from everybody, just be respectful. I'm finna play this video. I don't know if y'all seen it yesterday. This video just some prayers for anybody that's going through any kind of anxiety because like I said, this case was overwhelming. If you have followed this case, I'm sure you felt a certain way yesterday, whether you liked him or not, whether you felt he was guilty or innocent. We're all human. We all got emotions. And I just put these little prayers here together. I'm going to show this video here about the prayers. Then I'm going to show the video about from BNC about a lawyer that was in the court when the verdict came down. So y'all bear with me. I welcome everybody to my chat. I see some of my Dream Team family has came in. Fantasia, Big Baby Panda, and Jessica. You are one of my subscribers, and I respect your opinion. You felt like you said he's a predator. I'm not here to change no one mind about Mr. Kelly because that's what he went to court for. Only thing I'm just gonna state my opinion and how I felt about the verdict, and we're gonna go from there. So y'all welcome, and if anybody want to connect with each other, y'all can drop y'all links and everything, and we're gonna go from there. So now I'm going to show the video about these prayers because I was overwhelmed. None of us was expecting what we saw yesterday, but like I said, God always had the final say so, and if it gonna be overturned, if it not, it's just something we got to deal with, and we got to move on and just continue to keep praying for Mr. Kelly and whoever else involved in this case. And I'm just gonna state my opinion on it. Like I said, this case has been overwhelming, and no one should be attacked on how they feel about the situation. I'm just gonna speak to everyone before I play this other video. Hey KC, hey Big Baby Panel, hey Fantasia, hey Miss Virgo, hey Miss Hot Pink. Um, Jessica, she was in here earlier. She is one of my subscribers, and she stated that he has been a predator for decades. Justice was served. That is her opinion. So no one in my chat, don't attack no one for their opinion, and no one come in my chat attack others for our opinion. Because like I said, everybody in this chat, like Casey, she have done an awesome job. Advocating for R. Kelly and the Dream Team and others also. And we're stating our opinion. So let's just have a nice little live. And if anybody want to come up, I will try to drop my link. And if anybody want to connect with each other, y'all can. I don't mind, because that's what we're here for, to support each other. We're a small community out here on this YouTube street, and everybody trying to grow and get their audience. Everybody have different topics they'll talk about. Y'all know what I basically talk about: health and awareness and other things to keep things motivated. But if I do talk about the injustice and things I do see, and I have shared a lot of things on Mr. Kelly, so this is going to be my opinion. So please respect me and others in my chat. Now I'm going to show this video from BNC, because I feel like the media has been one-sided. Some media coverage have stated things, and I just want y'all to hear what this lawyer had to say. She was inside the courtroom when the verdict came down. I do not own the right to this video. This is not my video, so that's my copy. I'm gonna play this video, then I'll come back and talk about it.
Was at stake with all the testimony they heard, with the amount of charges that were out there, especially under the racketeering charge. Were you surprised about how quickly they came back with this verdict?
Look, in the 16 years that I was a prosecutor, I found that this was a very fast verdict in terms of the number of counts that he had, that was facing, that they had to look at in the indictment. But aside from that, from the complexity of being able to read that indictment and read those charges and the amount of victims that existed, it seemed like it was just record-breaking that they had this jury verdict within just a couple of hours. I was expecting at least a couple of days.
Yeah, especially when they asked for blueprints and they asked for other things and other items. You know, what stood out to you about the jury's request for this type of evidence while they were in deliberation?
So now as I look at it, it seems that they only had an issue with Jane Doe number 3. And Jane Doe number 3 was Stephanie, who claimed that she had met R. Kelly. She didn't have a long-term relationship with R. Kelly, but that she came to try to interview R. Kelly, and that she was kidnapped inside of a room for at least 2 days, then drugged, and some kind of sexual activity took place with R. Kelly. So it seems by the note on Friday, as well as the note that they had yesterday morning, that was the only holdup that they had in this deliberation.
All right, so it takes 9 hours. We're coming in. You're in the courtroom. We don't have cameras in the courtroom, so we're not allowed to see the reaction. Give us an idea of how R. Kelly reacted, how his defense reacted once the verdict was read.
So when it comes to the verdict, that's usually a time when all attorneys are nervous. I mean, even when I'm not even the person that's on trial, and I'm not the attorney on trial, and I was even nervous to hear the verdict, because you just never know what the jury is going to say. That's why people say, well, roll the dice and take a jury verdict. R. Kelly was just sitting, of course, in his chair, sitting upright with his mask, his COVID mask that was covering him. So because his COVID mask was covering him, you couldn't get much of a reaction. It's not like he put his head down once the verdict was given. He was just there, just frozen, as if he were a statue. But the room was definitely quiet. You can hear a pin drop, and just to hear guilty, 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 one after another, just sent such a loud message.
Any message that is sent to you as far as, like, were you surprised that every one of the counts he was found guilty on?
I was definitely surprised, because I just didn't see that this was an enterprise in the normal sense of how an enterprise is used in the federal system. Usually you use it to bring down mafias, you bring down mob people, bring down gangs, but never talking about a normal business, talking about a recording artist, talking about the king of R&B, talking about the Pied Piper. So I was definitely surprised in terms of what the charge was, that they came back guilty. In terms of the number of victims, obviously we're talking about 6 victims in the indictment, but you heard more than from 6. You heard from uncharged victims, Jane Doe's and John Doe's.
Yeah, I mean, so now I know you're a prosecutor, but put your defense attorney on. With everything you just said, I mean, the attorney said the appeal is likely. Does he have any grounds for an appeal?
So I'm a criminal defense attorney now, but I will tell you this. In terms of an appeal, everyone has a right to appeal. that doesn't mean that your appeal is going to be granted. That doesn't mean that your conviction is going to be reversed. I think a few grounds, of course, with every objection that R. Kelly attorney made during the trial, each one of those objections is him preserving his right to an appeal. Whether he's going to appeal on ineffective assistance of counsel, I highly doubt it'll be granted. I mean, he received competent counsel, but aside from that, I think he may have a chance of being heard in terms of the government being allowed to bring in so many Jane Does and John Does to testify against him that are not named the indictment, especially the John Does, because to hear from the two males that R. Kelly had a relationship, what does that have to do with the charges? What does that have to do with any of the Jane Does that are listed in the indictment? So that may be a cause for an appeal there.
All right, so I understand you're familiar with this judge in this case. Let's put your criminal defense attorney hat on. Obviously, that's what you do. If you're R. Kelly's attorney right now, what are you doing to try and get a more lenient sentence or rather than what he's facing?
Look, it's going to be hard. He's facing anywhere from a minimum of 10 years to life, and that's just on one count, because he can get consecutive time, because you're talking about multiple victims here. At least Jane Doe 5 and Jane Doe 6 can lead you up to multiple consecutive counts. Judge Donnelly was a prosecutor for 25 years, and then she was a state court judge, and then just recently got on the bench. When it comes to getting a lenient sentence, because there's going to be a pre-sentence investigation report, the probation officer is going to interview R. Kelly, and the defense counsel is going to have to submit a sentencing memorandum. The problem with that is that if you are going to seek leniency, they're going to ask for you to show some kind of culpability, some kind of admission, and it's not going to happen in this case. Why? Because R. Kelly is seeking to appeal, so he's not going to admit to anything that he did. However, what you may see in this report is that R. Kelly's attorney may put in the report, like, look, R. Kelly is a victim himself. R. Kelly was sexually violated when he was a kid, so he may ask the judge to take that into account in the sentencing to figure out what kind of lower range of a sentence he can get, because it's all in the discretion of Judge Donnelly.
Yeah, I know it's speculation, but since you just said all of that and you're familiar with the judge, what do you expect?
I think the judge would, at the very minimum, give him 20 years. I see minimum at least 20 years. I don't think she gives anything less than 20 years in this case.
All right, we shall find out in May. Senior trial counsel and criminal defense attorney Bernarda Villalona hanging out with.
Hey. Happy Tuesday. Y'all doing all right? Like I had said, it's good seeing everyone today. Like I always have said, we don't know Mr. Kelly. Only way that I talk about him and the Dream Team talk about him, because our CEO does know him personally, and he has been to the case, he has been to the court just like a lot of others bloggers. And I only just stating on what I have seen and, things like that. But everybody are entitled to their opinion. So if anybody come in, anybody come in saying anything in a bad way to people that are stating their opinion, give them a chance. But don't let no one come in here disrespecting me or anybody for their opinion, because we wasn't in Mr. Kelly's bedroom. We wasn't in his bedroom. We only can go by what we have heard. We only can go by what we have seen and stuff like that. And yes, he did go to court yesterday. And it was, I'm being honest, it was an emotional day yesterday, especially if you have been following this case with people that has been supporting him. It was very emotional. But I want everybody to realize, put it in God's hand. Leave it there. That's why I did those little prayers in the beginning. We can't get ourselves all worked up about things that we just only seeing from the outside. In my opinion, I do not think, this is my opinion. So, hey, Ty, and I know you're on the other side, but I don't look at OCOV as another side. I don't look at any of the other bloggers as other side, because we all children of God and we all have our opinion. But from my opinion, there was a rush case in the beginning. I'm just gonna be telling you just my opinion. If anybody want to drop my link, if anybody want to come up and say what they gotta say, but to me, no, I haven't shared a whole lot of things on the case, for the documents and the transcript, but I did follow channels that did, and I did share different videos, and I play his music, different stuff like that. But just following this case closely, to me, it was a rush case from the beginning. The judge, she was so, to me, very animated. It's just like, to me, she just wanted to get it all over with. They already had made up their mind about him. When they first got that case back in July, they had already made their mind up about him. And I say that. And I'm going to use O.J. Simpson for example. They didn't get O.J. on that first trial, but didn't they get him on the second trial for stealing his own merch? People, this is a pattern. And I know people going to say, well, how you going to still defend him? I am a mother, and I have a black son. And I had put a statement on Twitter last night. This is my opinion. Don't attack me for what I'm saying, because I don't know if anybody's going to agree with me or not. My son could be next. I have a 23-year-old son, and daily I worry about him because he was in a situation with a girl, and he almost got in trouble behind her, and we had to tell him it's not worth it. Let it go. God will send you somebody. And getting back to R. Kelly's situation, they say he had younger women. Those women that he got indicted on, they said they was at a young age. And people can say, and they can attack me for what I'm saying. What parent gonna let your 14, 16-year-old daughter be around a 20, 30-year-old man? At that age, your child need to be with you. I don't care what. Yeah, y'all gonna say, well, R. Kelly was the one should have been in the wrong. But what parents at 14 and 16-year-old, you need to have your child there with you at all times, especially in times like these. I have a 13-year-old granddaughter. Do you actually think I'm gonna let her miss school to go see a trial? Come on now. Y'all gonna say, well, damn, Georgia girl done flipped the script up here. I'm just, I talk about celebrity news. I talk about health and different things. I'm just stating my opinion, y'all. What parent does this? They're going to look at R. Kelly because they say, yes, he was drugged up. But what parent allowed that? You missed school for so many months and days and nothing was done? I don't know how the school system was working back then, but now you miss a certain amount of school. They don't want to check on you. I put this on Twitter last night, and because I was in my emotions. I was in my emotion about this, y'all, and I'm still in my emotion about this. But he went to court about it, and if y'all can agree with me on this, y'all can. But don't attack me for my opinion. And if nobody don't want to follow me because I support R. Kelly, any other thing, that's your business, because I'm only stating my opinion. I'm at 400 some subscribers. Yes, of course, I want to get up to 1,000, but my channel is not based on R. Kelly. It's not based, but I does have opinion on injustices. And for what I see, he did not have a fair trial. And people can come in, they can say whatever, but do not attack me. Do not attack the ones in my chat for our opinion. Jessica, yes, she's one of my supporters, and she does awesome things on her channel. And if anybody, I'm gonna say, if you want to follow her, you can. She called him a predator. She said he had been doing things for decades. Okay, that is her opinion. I put this on Twitter last night because like I said, this is what I feel, y'all. And people probably they don't know. My channel's a little small channel, Somebody might run across me and say, oh, she's still defending a predator. I'm not going to label him as a predator. I wasn't in that court to see what I was done. I wanted to see what the reports came out. He's still a human being, y'all. And I know this judge is not going to be lenient on him. Hey, Miss Key, how you doing? They saying it's going to be up to the judge whether I don't think he deserved life in prison. Okay, he has already did what, almost 3 years. And if they're going to give him any more time, if he's eligible for a appeal, let him get the opportunity. But I don't think he deserved life in prison, because I'm going to say this and people can get mad with me and they can say how they feel. The women's that he got indicted on, don't y'all really think they didn't know his lifestyle? Be honest. Who didn't know what R. Kelly, who didn't know he had a lot of women? Who didn't hear about the 2008 trial? Tell me they didn't know that. Yes, they said it was young. But like I said, I'm not here to shame nobody. I'm not here to shame those alleged victims. He went to court. They found him guilty. But the thing I am saying, y'all, those girls, ladies, young women had choices. The first time they violated JP, the first time she said he violated her, why did she go to the police then? Why did she go then, y'all? Why did she go? Okay? That's all I'm saying. And for Jane Doe number 5, I do not know how in the world she was found credible. She got on national television saying how she felt about this man. But she came back and said he violated her. Now that one testimony there, I would challenge her testimony when he go appeal, because she stayed with him 5 years, y'all. What year did he violate you? The first day he seen you? Oh, that what you said? But you still stayed. You still stayed. You still stayed. And they said the counts they gave R. Kelly, it was back in from somebody named some Johnson man, because he violated a white lady. The reason I put this tweet up last night, because I think about my son. My son can go take a girl to the movies, and if he would have maybe do something to her in any kind of, if she would say, well, your son violated me and we're on a date, they will charge my son for that, y'all. They will charge my son for being out on a date with someone he said he was dated. And if he just make a mistake, and for instance, she said, well, Ernie, my son name, we call him Junior. And he would say, well, I'm not ready for sex. I'm not ready to do this. And if he pressure her to do it, and she agree to do it, she can go back and say, well, your son violated me, and they'll pick my son up. That's why I put this tweet up last night. Because yes, I feel for my son. When I talk to him daily, watch your surroundings. Know who your friends are. Hey, Wellness with Fugamon, come in. I welcome everybody. I know a lot of people gonna be like, why she still defending him? Why she this? Why she that? I'm like this, y'all. I wasn't in his bedroom. They found him guilty, but I don't think it was a fair trial. I don't think it was a fair trial. And this is just my opinion. And then I just looked up on YouTube. He ain't even been, they haven't even sentenced him, and it's one that Jane Doe already got her book out already. Jane Doe number 9 wasn't even in the indictment, but she was listed as a witness, y'all. This girl already put her copy out already. What sense do that make, y'all? Tell me, what sense do that make? She was on Surviving R. Kelly. Lazez Martinez. She got a book out, y'all. She got a card copy already posted on media. He haven't even been sentenced yet, y'all. And she already advertised her book. I tell y'all, it's too much. It's too much. So I'm gonna read some of y'all comments, and if y'all want to come up and just state y'all opinion, I'm gonna put my link in the chat. I just don't know what to say, y'all. But do respect me and respect my opinion, and I will respect. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna read some of y'all comments. Welcome, Fugal Mama. Good to see you. Y'all hit the like button. Welcome, Miss Key. If y'all want to exchange links, y'all can. Like I said, this is only my opinion. Read what Ty said. Ty said, yes, some of the parents were at fault, but it's still the adult responsibility because the child cannot consent. Yes, I agree on that part. They cannot consent. But when you I'm just gonna say this, and I know people gonna say what they want to say. When you appear to be an adult in an adult environment, what do you expect for that person to say? I mean, yes, I heard the testimony that she even said on herself. She lied about her age. She lied. Why are they not being charged for lying about their age? Because to me, that was entrapment, y'all. I mean, y'all can say what you want to say about me, but please don't attack me. This is my opinion. She it just got me I'm just kind of confused about all this. But he was found guilty. But I don't think it was being fair, like the lady said in the video. They couldn't have went over all of it. They couldn't have not went over every testimony. Jane Doe testimony by number one, JD, and from the transcript. Those testimony was long, pages and pages and pages. So that let me know they had already made up their mind, y'all. They had already made up their mind. They didn't read those testimonies. They couldn't have. Not to come back with a verdict in what, 10 hours? They went in verdict what, Friday, then they went back and verdict yesterday for about 4 hours. They couldn't have. Their minds were already made up, y'all. And once a person already got their minds made up, they're gonna do that. Hey, Miss Lady, see how you doing? They are gonna do that. They already had their mind made up. When they first brought R. Kelly to trial, they already said, we got it. We got him. They didn't want to hear about nothing else. This is just my opinion. They didn't want to hear nothing else. They didn't care what he said, his lawyers, no one. They already had made their minds up. They already had made their minds up. So the only thing I'm saying, I put that up there, let not your heart be troubled. And I'm going to say it again. Don't get worked up about this, y'all. Because those people went in that courtroom and said what they had to say about R. Kelly. If it was their truth, it's their truth. But if it was their lie, they'll have to live with that. They will have to go to bed at night knowing this man gonna be in prison the rest of his life. They said in one named Sonya, when I did my live on Sunday, I said, or whatever day I did that live, I said, no way they gonna go convict this man for Jane Doe number 3 testimony. They couldn't even prove that he did anything to her because that was a lie. As far as the other charges, I think he's gonna be contested. I don't know how long it's gonna take to get an appeal, but some of they had consistencies in their testimony, y'all. Y'all can agree with me, but don't attack me. because I respect everybody's opinion in this chat. So y'all have to respect my opinion. You know? And everybody talking about it. People are celebrating, y'all. People are celebrating this man going to prison for the rest of his life. But that is their opinion. I'm not going to say it not celebrate. I'm not going to tell nobody not to feel the way they feel. But think about it, y'all. Think about it. If you look at some of those transcripts, and I have followed the channels that have read those, some of those women had choices, y'all. They had choices. They didn't have to stay. They did not have to stay. And for us, what they said, the enterprise, I didn't see an enterprise. I saw a man running his business, putting out his rules, telling his employees, this is what I want you to do. But they had choices too. They did not have to stay working for him. They could have went and found another job. This is just my opinion. And if they felt like he had, and some of his employees got up there and said they did not see anything illegal. But those people already had made up their mind, y'all. We're going to have to accept that those people already had made up their mind. He did not stand a chance, y'all. Not in this America. He did not stand a chance. And the only way that he would be able to have a good, decent repeal, it gonna have to be some laws changed. It gonna have to be some things that gonna have to be done. His lawyers, they're gonna have to get down and get more down deep with this stuff. And I'm gonna say about these bloggers, I follow a lot of them. Let these lawyers do their job. If they ask for anything for us the case, if they want us to donate to him, they will let us know and force the evidence. Let those lawyers do their job. As bloggers, we have these channels. Like I said, I do more than R. Kelly on my channel. My channel based on what help the weather. If you want to help support him, keep the narrative, change the narrative from what is going on. We know R. Kelly case is going to be talked about forever, forever, because they say it was a victory. You know what I'm saying? But you have a channel. Put out what you put on your channel if you want to do your commentary on him. Change that narrative. I saw a video of his ex-wife this morning. But she know what? All the problem I got with her, I'm not going to say this, and people going to think what they want to think about me. Drill, this is your children's legacy. You stayed with a man, what, 9, 10 years? And you agreeing with some of those alleged accusers. They're going to be taken from him. His money going to be gone. Everything. What's going to be left for your children? What's going to be left for them? Are you going to contest that? Because I got a feeling you money hungry. I got a feeling that you all about that money. I got that feeling. I'm not here to talk bad about her, but it just, and then if it's children, my prayers going out to R. Kelly kids. I don't know their relationship, but if I were them, I would reach out to my dad. What he did in our eyes, we wasn't there. We don't know, but they say he's guilty. But his children, I feel like they should reach out to him. They should. If they love him, they should reach out to him. And that'll be their business, they do it. And the mom shouldn't have nothing to do with it. She should encourage them. Y'all, call your dad. Talk to him. Let him know we know what he done been through, but we still love you, Dad. I think that would have him to feel better sitting in that jail. You know, I don't know him. I'm not trying to get to know him. But the thing about it, y'all, this case it was a rush case. I even seen a video about his ex-lawyer Greenberg. I couldn't download everything. I couldn't download all the videos. Even Greenberg is throwing shade at his lawyers. Why? Why you throwing shades at R. Kelly lawyers? Those lawyers, they did the best they could. Thank you, Fuse family, and welcome. Welcome. I am Georgia Girl, your host, and I am a every woman. But my channel, I do a lot of things on health. I talk about self-love. I talk about injustice. And I talk about women empowerment. Today, I was just talking about the R. Kelly case. I had been following it for the last 2 years, along with the Dream Team. And I'm only stating my opinion. He did go to trial. I think it was a rush trial, rush judgment. This is just my opinion. But anybody are for their own opinion. So I'm not going to knock like Ty. Ty, I know your team. I know your team out there celebrating. Y'all celebrating. Y'all blowing your horns. Y'all just having a party. But that's y'all opinion. I mean, that's how y'all express the way y'all felt about the verdict. And I'm not gonna knock nobody on that team for feeling the way they felt about R. Kelly, because that was y'all opinion. You know what I'm saying? And thank you all for hitting the like buttons for me. Y'all can check out my website. I do different shirts and mugs and different things on my channel. Marie, what Ty had to say. Ty said, but the kids do that. Georgia Girl, that they lie all the time. Yes, they do lie all the time. But he's going to prison, y'all. The man, they saying he's facing life in prison. Do you think some of those ladies gonna regret what they were saying? Did they ever thought they was gonna come down to this? Did they ever think that they was gonna get a conviction? Some of those convictions was based on a lie, y'all. Y'all can say how y'all feel. Y'all can say he did this. Y'all can say he did that. But those was some inconsistencies in those testimony, y'all. But the jury found him guilty. And I feel like it was a rush to judgment. The case was rushed. The trial was rushed. Hey, let me get back to Greenberg. I seen the video of him talking on BNC. Y'all need to go check him out. He's throwing shade at R. Kelly lawyers, talking about they was inexperienced. They was this, they was that. He said he didn't think the case should have got a racketeering charge, and because it was based on hearsay, and basically they judged him on his sex life and what he liked, it, kinky sex, whatever they call it. I mean, if people into bondage, tying you up, spanking, that damn, I don't know. I don't know. But the point that I didn't like what Greenberg was saying, okay, you had this man case with almost 2 years, and what did you do? What did you do, Greenberg? How did you help him? All your motions was denied. You stayed on Twitter every day. You know, you didn't, I mean, from what I see, I don't see nothing you did. But stop throwing shades at the lawyers that did come forward to help him. Instead of you being professional and just combining with those lawyers and say, look, even though R. Kelly don't want me on his case, but these are some things we can work out together. Let's get this man, let's get R. Kelly out of this. But no, what you do, you get on Twitter, act like a little child, you pout, you talk about this, that. You wasn't professional about him not wanting you on his case no more. And now you want to say, oh, inexperienced lawyer. You so experienced. You so experienced, Greenberg. So what you saying now is so irrelevant. Okay, you said he can be up for an appeal. Once you get with those lawyers, y'all put those ideas together. Stop trying to knock this man's chances. You and his ex-lawyer. You was his ex-lawyer, and you know the input. You know all the things that you had opposingly had all the evidence or whatever evidence that they presented to you at that time. You should have been trying to get with those New York lawyers and working out something. It's just like it's a competition. It's the same way on the YouTube streets. No, I don't I don't do much commentary on R. Kelly, but I do have an opinion about him. And I follow the Dream Team and we support him 100%, regardless of what the other bloggers have said. The Dana J, the CEO of the Dream Team, have been advocating for R. Kelly for the last 2.5 years, and he know him. So you can't believe everything people say out there. I even heard somebody say Dana the one sent things to the prosecution for R. Kelly to get convicted. People, think, think, people, think. If Dana had been in that indictment, don't you think he would have been in there testifying? They would have brought they would have brought his name up. They would have said such and such person was around him at a certain period of time, and this is what he brought to us. He would have been in that paperwork. All that stuff about he did it, stop it. Unless you can bring some proof he did it, shut up. Like R. Kelly saw, shut up. But anyway, yes, Big Baby Panel, and I read your comment. You said that you said he wasn't treated fairly. I see Casey had came in, and she been advocating for R. Kelly since things have been going on. Y'all hit the like button. If anybody want to come in and they got an opinion about what I'm saying, but like I said, I respect everyone. I respect everyone's opinion. I welcome everyone to my channel. And we're going to see how things going to play out. Yes, we know who names came up. We know who name came up. But it just, I'm still overwhelmed, y'all. I'm just still overwhelmed. I'm just getting back to what that lawyer was saying in the video I played earlier. She said that was it was quick. They came back with a quick verdict, y'all. They couldn't have read all that stuff. I don't believe it. Because I have seen how some of these channels have read the transcript. And even though I be in the bushes, right? I see how some of those channels did read the transcript. It took some of those people hours and days to read. I think it took some at least 1 or 2 days to read Jane Doe #5 transcript. So how in the world did they come out with a verdict in 1 day? They couldn't have. They didn't. Them people did not. That's the question I want to ask one no jury. Did y'all read anything? Did you read anything? Or you just said, well, we got it. That's the only thing going through their mind. We got him. So if anybody want to come up, then Lady T, where you at? Come up here for a minute, girl. Let me see what you talking about, girl. And I salute all the ones that took their time to I salute all the ones that took their time to go to New York when they went, because they was out there supporting, they was out there giving updates on the case. This is my link. I don't know what Lady T at. And they went there supporting him. They did what they could out there supporting. And it was a good movement going on at one time. It started off, Dana did his thing. Debo did his thing. I think One Pat, what her name, they all had a good movement going on. And I'm just going to state my opinion. I never did attend any of those marches because I have medical issues, so I can't do all that walking. But I did support the ones that did. And I think they would have, if they had just kept their personal feelings and their personal business out of everything, I think it would have been a bigger movement. And I think if they had did what they was going to do, start worrying about who did this or who didn't do that, because everybody took everything off of R. Kelly. They stopped focusing on who was the main topic. They started focusing on themselves about, I did this last night. I did this last month. It shouldn't have been came down to them. And I felt in my heart yesterday, it was overwhelming. I feel if that movement had been still going on, they should have been out there. I know it was some ones out there doing their thing. Janice, I shout out to her because she kept on saying, free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly. And you know, it just, you said too many strong personality. Yeah, it was just too many want to be number one doing this, number one, instead of just coming together as a group. And it's not too late. We know he got a appeal coming up. Everybody don't like each other. Do you think people work on jobs like each other? Everybody don't like each other on their jobs, but they there. They doing a job they have to do every day. I worked on a job and I know it was some women didn't like me, but I wasn't there for them. I went there to help support my family. You don't have to like a person to get your point out. Do what you gotta do and be done with it. And that's what I feel like that will happen to the movement for R. Kelly on the YouTube street. Instead of them coming together as a group, it was just too many egos, too many I did this, I did that. It's not too late, but some people would not put in their heart to come together with no one because they want to label other people as they are the one causes the problem. When everybody have seen things act out on YouTube. I even been caught up, well, not caught up, my name even been brought up in because that bloggers they don't like. And that's all I'm saying. Don't judge people based on other people's opinion. Like a lot of people probably looking at my video now saying, why she defending, like the lady said, he's a predator. I don't know if he's a predator. Well, the judge, you know, they said, well, the people in court, they are labeling him as now. But I still consider him as a human being, a child of God. And I don't think he deserved life in prison, y'all. I'm just being honest. He's already 54 years old. And they're gonna give him life in prison. They found him guilty, but don't give him life in prison. It's just my opinion. And if he's eligible um for appeal, hoping that things like the lady said, some of those people that was in that came in that courtroom, they weren't even on their they wasn't even on the indictment. They brought those people in to further their narrative, y'all. That judge allowed all those people in because they was building. They wanted to get him, and that's what they did. They brought people from out of the boondocks, and that's how they came up with the verdict. That's how they came up with the verdict. And I know it. You go on YouTube, you go on Twitter, you go internet. That's what they're saying. You see everything about R. Kelly. Everybody got their opinion. Like I have my opinion, like everybody else. But we're gonna see how things gonna play out when they does the appeal. I think they gotta wait until November or something like that of this year. They're saying he'll get sentenced in May. You gotta wait till next year to get sentenced. Yeah, but I think they have the opportunity to talk to the judge, and I'm praying that the judge give him leniency. We know that she's not gonna let him walk because we have seen how she already reacted in the courtroom. But like that lawyer was saying, I mean, it's gonna be in the judge hand and it's gonna be in God's hand. It is, and they already made up their mind, y'all. They have already made up their minds from day one. From day one. From day one. I'm just reading the comments. Family, welcome. I know you're one of my new subscribers. If you're still in the chat, what do you do on your channel? Just tell me what you do on your channel, because I did when I subscribed to you. Do anybody want to come up and state their opinion about anything? And like I tell my Dream Team family, because I does follow, that's why I started from the Dream Team family. From Dana J's channel, I branched out to get my own channel, and I does do a lot of health things. I've been on my diet for 30-some weeks. Ooh, yesterday was so emotional, y'all. I thought I could have ate a whole cake. It was so it was so emotional yesterday about this case, because I don't think nobody was really expecting for them to come back with a verdict on all those counts. I don't think nobody was. I don't even think the judge was. But um, it just how it is, y'all. We just gonna continue to keep moving forward, and like I said, I will share things about him on my channel. You know, I think somebody was saying they're probably gonna soon stop streaming his music on Spotify. So if they does do that, I'll just probably gonna download me some songs, which I have downloaded some songs, because what they're gonna do, they're gonna drain him. They already had muted him from his music a couple of years, and it froze his account, stuff like that. And they still was streaming his music, but I think I read somewhere where they're gonna try to take him off Spotify and all those other outlets. So, like I said, it's not a win for no one. You want to know the truth? It's not, because I had seen where Jane Doe number. I'm not sure what JP what the trial is over with. I have seen what Jarana Pace was like, saying she made history. She did what she had to do. People call her a liar, and I mean she's celebrating, no, but I hope her conscience is very clear about what she has done. She got to rest. She got to live with it. She got to rest at night. She brought charges against him. She even had lawsuits against him. Then she tried to give him some of his money back. Why did she try to give him some of his money back? I wonder why did she try to do that? And still turn around and sue him again, and still brought charges on. Why? Why did she do that, y'all? I don't know who's in my chat, but why do you think she tried to get some of his money back? It was her conscience. Conscience and karma are gonna catch up with a lot of them sooner or later. And like I said, they say he's a predator. They said they proved in case that in court that he did all those things. But was it based on truth, or was it based on a lie? So we'll have to see how the appeal go. I'm just stating my opinion. I'm afraid for my black son. I am afraid for my black son, because the charge they charged them with, you can't any little thing. They're gonna get you. They're gonna try to get you. You say you got a double set of R. Kelly music from beginning and latest I be jam. Okay. Yeah, I was reading on Twitter, I was reading on the internet that they're gonna stop his streaming. So hey, I and Miss Key, I want to congratulate you on your 500 subs, and I want to thank you for sharing me, and I'm gonna get there, girl. We on this road. Well, I'm on this road to 500 subs. Hopefully one day I will get to 1K. Like I said, it's a process having a channel, y'all. It take a lot of work and dedication, and I'm here, and I'm gonna continue to hey, makeup mom. My volume is low. Thank you. Nobody didn't even tell me. Hold up. Can you hear me now? Oh, my volume is low. Is it? Can you hear me now? But yes, Miss Key, if y'all have not connected with any of the content creators in the chat, y'all welcome to. I don't mind because we're in this together. We're a small community of YouTubers, and we're supposed to support each other. And welcome, Makeup Mom. You doing good today? I just was on here just talking about the R. Kelly verdict. I know a lot of people. Okay, I understand you at work and everything. I know a lot of people. Hey, busy mama, how you doing? Good to see you. I know a lot of people doesn't support him. A lot of people are excited about the verdict he got yesterday. I'm not gonna celebrate because I don't think I'm not celebrating on that. I'm not gonna do that. He was on in front of a jury and they found him guilty, but I don't think he had a fair trial about it. So this is just my opinion. I don't want to be attacked for my opinion. And if a lot of people saying they saying he was a predator, he did this, he did that, and hey, I wasn't on that jury. I was not on that jury. So, but I welcome everybody here. If y'all want to connect with each other, y'all can. Busy mom, I see you doing your thing over there. Makeup mom, y'all doing y'all what y'all think. And yeah, Miss Key, it's a struggle, girl, but you doing your thing, girl. I need for you to come cook for me. What you got on your menu today, Miss Key? I know you got something good. I said Miss Key be trying to mess me up, y'all. She know I'm on a diet, and she be over there to be sharing all that different food. You see, I'm eating on my eggs right here, y'all. But yesterday was so emotional, y'all. After I saw that verdict, I'm like, ooh, child. And you know, I am an emotional eater, right? And when you're an emotional eater, that means you turning food when you're overwhelmed, and you want to, turn to food for comfort. But I didn't do it yesterday. I just prayed about it. I said, I don't know him. I don't know Mr. Kelly. It's just that since I had been following his case, and I had been following the people that have been following him, and I just was seeing a lot of different holes in the case. Miss Kim, I'm gonna make you a mod when I go back out. I'm gonna make you one of my mods too. Um, uh, I don't. I just was seeing some things that they lied. I just seen some things that they wasn't being truthful about. So it's just my opinion, and everybody are entitled to their opinion. So you cooking some cabbage and cornbread. Now that's back. Send me some, girl. You can send me some of that. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna eat today. I got some I took out some fish over there. But I had cooked me a big bowl of soup. Well, I cooked a big pot of soup and I had ate off of that a couple of days. And I'm finishing up with that. But like I said, I'm still on my weight journey. This is week 37 for me. And I just been trying to stick with different types of foods. I'm trying to stay healthy. And like I said, I deal with a lot of inflammation. I got to attend a pain center on the 7th, and I got to start by taking steroid shots. They're going to put them in my bag. But I've been feeling pretty good since I done shed some pounds, and just trying to stay healthy right now. Okay. Miss Key, you be throwing down good. I said, look at this girl over here. She ought to stop. I said, she ought to stop. But I wasn't gonna be all long, y'all. But I just was sharing my opinion, and I just want to leave this with my dream team family. I seen some of them did come in earlier in the chat earlier. Let not y'all heart be troubled. Give it to God, and it gonna be in His hand. The lady had said when they read the verdict, she said R. Kelly just froze. He didn't. She said he just stood there frozen because, like I said, like somebody had said they knew that they was gonna get him on some accounts, but they didn't think they was gonna get him on all those accounts. And the account they got him on, y'all, that's like account that was back in the 19th century or whatever they call it, from a boxer named, he was a Johnson. I gotta look it up. His last name Johnson. And uh they used that law, what they used on him for taking a white lady across state line. And like I said, from reading some of the transcript, from following other people's channel, some of those women went with him out of town, but they was at a legal age. They was at a legal age, so that jury didn't feel that way. They felt the way they felt. But like I said, I'm not gonna celebrate nothing because I don't feel like it was a win-win for no one. Cause I'm just gonna say this: the ones that said that he violated them, if you feel like that was a win for you, I can't knock the way how you feel, but I hope that you was being truthful about what you said in court. Because if they go through an appeal and they come back, they're gonna come back to hunt some of y'all. So it's just my opinion. Y'all continue to stay blessed, stay encouraged. Hit my like button, share, subscribe. Y'all can check out my website. And I enjoyed everybody what came in today. And everyone just stay encouraged. A lot of this is just out of our hand, y'all. Give it to God and let not your heart be troubled. And I'm just gonna put this verse back up here, and I'm fixing to get ready to go. Um, y'all just stay encouraged. And one thing I do know, I think R. Kelly learned who his friends were. He learned who his friends were. He really did. And these days, you have to know your surroundings. You have to know everybody's not your friend. Call people laugh in your face. They're not your friend. If you got somebody that's not gonna stick with you through the thick and thin, rich, poor, if nobody's gonna be there for you when that time when you need them, they're not your friend. And he gonna have to watch his surroundings. And like I said, people saying he gonna spend decades in prison, but he gonna be up to that judge and God. And I think that judge already got a mind made up from what already been seen. But if he go on appeal, and with God, all things are possible. And so I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Let not your heart be troubled. Thank y'all for coming in today. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all on the next go around. Bye bye.